everybody, welcome back to Best Life and Beyond. This is our big announcement, trip announcement.
Big announcement, trip announcement. That's what we're going to title this.
Big
By
announcement,
the way,
trip announcement. It's like
before we start going, you may hear our dishwasher going in the background.
Or you may not.
Or you may not. I don't know, but just in case, that's what that, sound is.
Katie's trying to claim like I did the dishes this morning.
I just want to show off a little bit. Let me be
That's
cool.
really what that was about, because I guarantee you we don't hear it.
Let me be great.
Wow. All right. Let's get back to what this video is about.
It's exciting.
It's very exciting. This is planned a while ago.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna announce the trip, we're gonna talk about our plans, we're gonna go a little bit more in depth because normally we kind of just leave a lot for surprise.
Yeah, we kept it from you last time as far as the details.
Yeah, so there is still going to be surprises on this trip that we're not gonna revel.
Yeah.
However,
even ones that I'm not aware of.
Right, we're gonna try to though kind of share more of our plans with you. So I feel like this time it'll be a little bit different. So back to where you were.
So the last time we went somewhere, let's see, was Palm Springs.
Yeah, we went to Palm Springs,
which was awesome. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. Margaritaville. Then before Redondo Beach.
Yes, Redondo Beach.
Spent a few days down there, hanging out in the South Bay of the Santa Monica Bay.
Which, if you're not familiar, those are very close to where we are in LA County and Orange County.
Yeah.
They're, Palm Springs is what, 4? No, not 4 hours.
Like 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, those were like
Vegas. My brain is in Vegas right now.
Those are road trips kind of for us. Still trips, in our eyes, but this one's bigger. Mm-hmm. This one is, this one's bigger. So, like I said, we planned this kind of a while ago. Yeah,
we actually, we'll talk about that in a minute, but we did plan this out. We had to make some adjustments.
Yeah. And
now we have it all pretty much set in stone, if you will.
The adjustments, so you're clear, were because we were kind of hinging our whole life on when is Disneyland gonna open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was up in the air for quite some time. It was, we didn't know, and then we heard, hey, the state's gonna allow it to open April 1st, or all theme parks to open April 1st, but then when was Disneyland gonna open? Then they said the end of the month, and then we found out.
It just got crazy.
We found out the actual day, which was the 30th, and then it was like, okay.
Lo and behold, that's the date we had in mind, or that would have covered the trip that we had in mind.
We would have missed Disneyland's reopening.
Yeah, we weren't going to miss that as much as we could. And then we had to see if we would even get in tickets. We had no idea we were going to be able to go to cast previews. It was just crazy.
We rolled the dice and said, we're getting in, and so we have to plan that we're getting in, even though we didn't know. But we just stayed positive, and then obviously we got in, and it was amazing. Oh my gosh, what a month it has been. But now, I think we should reveal where we're going if you haven't already figured it out. It's a lot of you guys.
I feel like a lot of people know exactly where we're
going. There's some visual clues within the frame of this video right now.
Is there? Oh, a monorail.
There's a monorail.
We're going a place where there is a functioning monorail. Because
many functioning monorails.
If you haven't guessed it already, we're going to Walt
Disney World. Yes.
We're going back, our other home away from home. We love Walt Disney World so much. I mean, honestly, I think what we've been doing is planning our trips back while we're there.
That's true.
That's kind of what we've been doing is you go and you fall more in love than you already thought you could fall in love. I don't even know.
We've done that on trips in the past, though. We did that in Mammoth. Do you remember?
We did it in Mammoth.
We got to Mammoth, and Katie was so happy with where we were staying. She was like, let's book this. It was
again.
literally the first 2 hours that we were there, and she was like, we have to book more days here.
When you know, you know.
And so, but I mean, that's smart. I always say it's good to have a trip planned always, to have something to look forward to.
Not only that, but I think it keeps it interesting for you as the viewers of our channel. I feel like you guys like to see what we're doing. You want to know what's updated. A lot of people still can't travel for whatever reason, so I feel like it's nice to be able to vicariously let you guys live through us. And vicariously, it sounds kind of like a butterfly. It's like flowing.
Oh, interesting.
I like it.
The vicarious butterfly.
So we feel like we're able to give you, a taste of that, and we're just really excited. It's going to be different though. So here's the things that are going to be different. Number one, I feel like obvious elephant in the room. Is it white elephant in the room? Oh no, that's a Christmas gift. The white elephant.
I mean, it could be a white elephant. Nobody's discriminating against the colors of elephants.
But it's the elephant in the room that's not white, pink, or whatever. But it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot. Yeah, it's been hot. We've heard reports from friends, and we've just kind of noticed that it's been a heater down there, and you know, that's what happens down there.
It's also been kind of hot here, but now today, randomly, it's 73 and gorgeous. So
yeah. Well, we tend to get the June gloom a little early here. They call it May gray, and I think we're into that now.
It's starting.
You get the marine layers creeping into on land, and
so it begins.
It starts off kind of overcast and things like that. But you know, down there in the tropics, as I call them, it is already heating up. And we're excited either way.
Yeah, I think the thing is, if you listen, I realize it's going to be hot and humid, and I will complain, believe me. But we're prepared.
I'm ready for the complaint train.
But the thing is, though, you're in Walt Disney World. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it almost doesn't matter. You find what works for you, and maybe it means avoiding the sun. Maybe it, you know, maybe it means going out at night only, or you know, everything's different. It's not that the sun will take away the heat, but it's an added layer when you have the sun shining on you, is what I always say.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it's gonna be fun. No matter what you do at Walt Disney World, sometimes it's got its challenges, but what doesn't? Yeah. Even Disneyland can get pretty hot too sometimes. So and, you just do your best with what you can.
The other thing is that we are 100% fully vaccinated now, so that's kind of a different angle.
It's even more awesome. I feel a lot less anxiety. Not that I felt too much before at all.
It's there. It's underlying.
My anxiety wasn't so much for us. It was more for, I wanted to be, you know, respectful to the world
and responsible,
for us. Yeah, you know, that's just us. Now, as Spencer kind of alluded to in the beginning,
another good word. Wow, we're just killing the vocabulary today.
We had an issue with our first trip because we had it planned for the end of April.
Oh boy.
So, woo, that was pretty crazy because we had, you know, our resorts booked, we had our Airbnb booked, which we'll talk about where we're staying. We're actually going to reveal where we're staying.
And for the planner over here, she plans everything and does all the logistics, right?
It wasn't fun.
Yeah, there was a couple days there where all day, she spent all day because you would have to be on the phone with Disney Resorts, and as you guys may or may not know, sometimes you're on hold for hours at a time.
Yeah, because they're significantly reduced in cast members and call center. Everything's just a little bit more challenging right now.
And then every reservation affects the other reservation, and the planning out.
Everything's connected in its own.
So I don't envy what Katie has to do as far as that goes, and thankfully we're a team in this.
We just know that what works best for us though is divvying up the things. Like, you know, we just sometimes, don't get me wrong, like we'll help each other with things.
Oh yeah. But
it works better for us if we delegate the tasks to one another.
I don't have quite that certain type of patience for those things. We'll be totally honest with you. But yet I have the patience to do other things. I don't know. So we like Katie said, we found our areas where we can excel equally. You know.
So long story short, we had it booked for the end of April.
Yeah.
We were pretty much set in stone. Everything was good to go. And then the announcement came, which really, that's why when a lot of you had asked us multiple times, like, hey, is Disneyland going to open? Do you know when they're going to let out-of-state guests? Do you know this? We really don't know. We don't have a leg up. We don't get special access to anything. We are buying our tickets. We don't have Walt Disney World annual passes. We purchase our tickets, and that's just what we do. We save up and save up and save up, and we go without certain things so that we can do our trips that we want to do. That's just what we do. We plan in advance. That saves us a lot of money.
And then that commits us to the cause.
Right. So that's just what we do. And if anybody out there, we get asked a lot, like, well, you must just be loaded. Even if we are loaded, first of all, you're going to know, because I'm going to be like, balling. I'm going to be getting myself my Tesla. It's going to be great. So point is, though, I suggest to you, because we get asked a lot, talk to, there's financial planners out there that can kind of help you. Not to say that we're perfect at all, but that's kind of how we do these things. We talk to friends, we ask for, opinions of people that are good with money and
people who have experience in these types of endeavors and these travels, who know the best way to approach it, the most economically
solutions,
smart way to do it, because there are those options and those angles.
And don't get me wrong, we will splurge when we can. And I think the splurge for us lately has been just buying a lot of Disneyland tickets. But we knew that's what we wanted. We were like, if we get through this, pandemic,
we said it,
we're gonna be going to Disneyland as much as we can. So that being said, I think we're gonna kind of talk about what we're gonna do on this trip. So when you go to Orlando, I feel like it's pretty obvious there is so much to do, almost too much to do in a good way.
I think too much to do is a perfect way to put it. We spent like 30 plus days there.
Yeah, we were there all of February.
And there is still, and December, at the December trip, which was like 10 days or something like that.
12 days or something.
12 days. And we just barely scratched the surface as far as I'm concerned with not only Walt Disney World, but the surrounding areas.
Just Orlando in general.
Itself, and seeing what I see through our friends' travels and fun that they have. I mean,
we haven't even made it to a beach yet there. No. I mean, we probably will take years to get to all the things that we want to do.
I want to go see
Florida.
Manatees in the wild. There's so much I want to do down there, as well as like the beach I want to surf.
It's actually daunting. It's daunting on me because I have no patience. So when I see where I want to go, the fact that I can't just go right now, I'm like...
Or knowing how close you are, I want to go to where the space shuttle used to launch. What is that?
I don't know.
Cape Canaveral.
That's the fact that I knew that.
Very good, Katie's got it.
Maybe I listened to you subconsciously when we were driving because you were talking about it.
These are just off the top of my head. There's so many.
The list goes on, and not only that, but you all have given us so many good suggestions that. Don't think that we don't listen. I write them down, and they're on this list. But then there's also the things that are the obvious repeats that, like, once you've had such a good time there, you want to go back. So you have to kind of balance it with, like, doing one or two new things, plus the things that we love so much. So it really is a balancing act.
Yeah, because once you go DAC, you want to go back.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Amen to that.
Disney Animal Kingdom, DAC.
So that being said, though, with the prediction of the weather, so we've pretty much told you we're going to be going back frequently, right? Aside from the summer, we're not planning to go there in the summer due to the really bad heat.
Right.
But that's not set in stone, because if something happens and somehow we're gonna go, and we'll let you know. But as of right now, we don't have plans to go in the summer.
Correct.
So this may be our last, like, springy, summery type trip that we do. So that being said, we had to look at all these theme parks where we have our annual passes. Universal Orlando, one of our, like, honestly, I love you. It feels more like home than Hollywood does. Sorry about it, but it does. So we looked at it and we said, let's do some water parks, because next time we're back, it'll be in fall. Not to mention, I know summer open year-round, don't get me wrong, but
it's the season.
Yeah, we want to do things that are seasonally when we're there.
If there were ever a season for water parks, we're in it. So we are definitely going back to Volcano Bay.
Yes, and this time when we go back to Volcano Bay, we're going to kind of show you more of, like, our plans are. I mean, things could always change, but our plans are to kind of show you, like, the things that we like, and like
tips,
what to expect and stuff like that. That's kind of the
now that we're seasoned veterans.
Well, we feel like it. I think we spent
I don't know.
how many days did we spend at Volcano Bay?
I think 3.
Maybe 4, actually.
Could have been.
I think we spent 4 days there, which is good though, because it still supports Universal Orlando. It's their property, and we have our annual pass.
And it is a water theme park. This is not just a water park. This place is on another level, and
it's on the must-do list, as well as Discovery Cove is on our list too. So don't think that I know a lot of you had asked about that. But we have to kind of, like I said, we have to kind of outweigh, you know, what we can do. We did want to go to Aquatica again, especially with the new slides that opened. But again, I don't think that's going to be on our list for this exact trip. But we are going to go to a Disney water park. Yes. Yes, we're going to try to go to Blizzard Beach.
Oh, we are going.
And I think the other one is Typhoon Lagoon. So we had to kind of outweigh, again, it's a lot of like, do we do this? Do we do this? You only have so much time with editing and resting. And but we decided, I think Blizzard Beach would be a good time. So we selected that park. We got our ticket.
I'm pumped about that.
I'm really excited. A Disney water park, like I've dreamed of that as a little kid.
And I love the whole like blend of, you know, like the winter, summer, the
Christmas, winter
thing, how they do. I don't know. It seems really cool.
Yeah.
So 2 water parks as of now.
Those are what's planned. Again, things could kind of change a little bit. You know, we never know about the weather. You know, a thunderstorm could roll through and then things will change again. So that being said, I've always wanted to go to a Disney themed water park. Like
we like drove by it a couple times, like the entrance when we were there last time.
I think we drove by Typhoon Lagoon on our way to Disney.
Either way, I was
but
just like, dude.
What? Yeah, so that's like major dream coming true. If we could do both, we'll try. But again, no promises. Those are just like our
because I think, was it Blizzard that opened the day that we left last time?
I think so, yeah. I think it opened like the day we left or that week that we left, and we were like...
I was so tempted to be like, let's just push the flight.
It was like
I remember seeing... No, it literally was the day we left because we were...
in the airport watching or something?
Yeah, well, I just remember being somewhere and somebody's like, oh yeah, it opens tomorrow, you guys gonna be there? And we're like, no, we're not.
No, we're gonna be on an airplane back to California, which was on lockdown at the time.
Yeah, and then all our friends, you know, our Orlando vlogger friends were there, and I watched their videos and I was like, oh, I wanted to be there.
Yeah, so we're gonna make dreams come true for us. So secondly, we're gonna talk about where we're staying.
Yes.
We don't like to reveal every little detail of everything just for privacy purposes. It's just privacy. Yeah, it's just one of those things. You know, things have happened in the past, not directly to us, but so if we don't go into too much detail, that's why. A lot of you always ask, like, what Airbnb are you at? What exact hotel are you at? Sometimes it's like it's the right time.
What's your address? What's your room number? No.
Right. It's like we don't share every little piece of information. It's just not for privacy. So we're gonna stay at our Airbnb that we've stayed at the second time or the last time we were there, when we stayed a month basically.
The one we shared with Dylan. And Michael.
And we're staying there just because of proximity.
Yeah.
It's closer. We're kind of
familiarity. We know it. It's like there's no question about, we know what we're getting into, and like you said, proximity is really important.
And for us, we're going to be staying for a few weeks. Probably about 2.5 weeks-ish or so.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for us to just get a rental car. We like having that freedom.
Right.
It's just something we like to have, and you know, we just really liked that Airbnb. It was really nice. So we're gonna stay there for the first half of the trip, but then we are going to stay on property.
Woo!
Now, last time we kind of surprised you with the resorts that we went to.
Yeah.
Now, don't think this is coming out of our pockets. We were actually gifted this stay from one of our very, very good friends. It was kind of a big shock to us, and kind of what motivated this next trip, because I mean,
it was kind of the
how do you turn down that magic?
It was the spark that kind of kicked off the whole trip, because it was like, oh,
we knew we wanted to go back, but we were kind of like, well, maybe we'll wait a little longer so we can save up a little bit. But you know, obviously that the accommodations do take up quite a bit of a fund next to tickets if you don't have annual passes like at Orlando. So,
and we found out last time by getting to stay in some of these on-property spots how cool it is. Like I couldn't really imagine before until I did it, and then I went, oh my gosh, I get it now. Right. Not only the access to transportation to and from the resorts, but the immersiveness,
the magic
and the care that they've taken to make these places as they are is pretty incredible. It's on another level. So it makes it really fun and exciting if you're into Disney at all.
Yeah.
To be a part of these situations.
I think it's another good part of it is as well when if for some reason you can't get into a park, I feel like just being at the resorts is entertainment in and of itself.
100%.
Remind you, we just had downtown Disney for almost an entire year. That's all we had, not an entire year, but a good part of the year. That's all we had was that little strip of downtown Disney. Yeah. So for us to have just one big resort, I'm good. Well, I didn't even need to go to the parks.
It's that attention to detail that Disney does so well, and you find it in these resorts as well. The hidden Mickeys, the shopping,
the dining, the
pool complexes, you know, it's on another level.
It really is.
Yeah.
So that being said, we are going to be staying, and we'll you'll see as we go. We'll be filming even if we're doing some repeats on some resorts. So the repeated resorts will be
Bay Lake Tower.
Bay Lake Tower.
Which I'm very excited about with that monorail view. Oh my gosh.
So
oh my gosh.
We'll be staying a couple nights at Bay Lake Tower. Hopefully in the same room or pretty close to it.
Yeah.
Again, these were gifted from a DVC member.
Right.
You know, that couldn't make it, and oh, man.
But there are some things that we did not feature at Bay Lake Tower.
Right, so maybe you're not gonna, so the places that you've seen before, we might not do like a complete room tour. We'll link it with the video.
Yeah.
So that you can see from our previous trip. But what we will do is just go through the things that we missed because
we did miss some stuff.
Yeah, Bay Lake Tower, were we there for 1 night or 2 nights the first time?
I think 2 nights, but it went by real fast because we were going to parks during the day most of the time. So we were there at the
Whereas
actual
this
hotel
time
briefly.
I actually scheduled a little bit of downtime in between. Ooh. I mean, it's still going to be pretty packed.
Sure.
But, you know. So then we're staying at Bay Lake Tower. We're also getting to stay. This is a brand new place we've never stayed at, but we're staying at the Polynesian.
Oh my gosh. I am so pumped. My tiki room self, my beach vibes, I mean, we got to kind of like cruise through there and check it out one day for lunch. It's in one of our vlogs, and let me tell you, I am beyond excited about this and its proximity, and just the Poly is
it's awesome. Man. Now again, I know it's going under some, I don't know why I said again, but it's going under, or it's still under refurbishment because it's going to have a whole, by this summer we'll be able to see the whole like Moana overlay, the crazy awesome thing you're doing. But I'm kind of happy we're getting to see the DVC room and kind of see what it's like.
I think the monorail stop is still being
probably. I mean, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out when we're there. I kind of like to find it for the surprise when we're there. I don't tend to do too much research into it and just have it organic and natural. So the next place we're going to be staying at, and this is in no order that I can remember, but we are going to do a night at the Grand Floridian.
Oh, dilly.
It's happening.
The big GF.
That was a little bit of a shock too, because that wasn't something I didn't think we would ever see, really.
It's very grand. The Grand Floridian.
It's truly something that is like, wait, am I gonna get to stay? I mean, because it's historic. I watched it on Full House. Like, I mean, things happen. It's just crazy that we're actually, I mean,
Bahama,
like,
pretty mama.
Just
the
when we
Beach Boys video was shot there.
Right, just when we toured the grounds that day that, you know, we did the kind of resort loop there.
Oh, man.
It was, so the fact that we're staying in all of those is kind of just mind-boggling.
Checking them off the list, man. Like,
it's
so cool.
Now, another place that we're getting to stay at is the Boardwalk.
Boardwalk, oh my gosh.
Which I'm excited to see the new pool, because it used to have that creepy clown slide. And now I'm kind of excited to see, I saw that the margarita thing opened on the Boardwalk. And what? And the plan I have for there, because again, the Boardwalk is pretty accessible to the Skyliner, so we're gonna so that's what we're gonna try to do.
We didn't even we had plans to get over there on the last trip, and then it rained like really hard, so we couldn't get over there.
When we stayed at Beach Club.
Yeah, because it's, you know, kind of close
from
to
Beach Club. It's walking distance. Boardwalk, I believe it's a Skyliner. I think. No, wait, I think you could walk. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I can't remember. It's such a blur, because when you're at Disney, thank goodness we have a vlog, because you're on sensory overload there.
Oh yeah.
Like you're really on sensory overload, and you're on margarita overload most of the time.
Combined with sensory, and it's quite a ride, folks. It's an attraction in itself.
It really is. So we're going to be staying there. We're also going back to stay at Jumbo House.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to have...
Jumbo.
And I think the Jumbo House is going to be a different room. I believe we're just in we're in a one... maybe it's a one bedroom. So I know some of the rooms might be different. I think Bay Lake Tower is kind of the same, what we had before.
Jumbo may be different.
Jumbo might be different.
But we're still Savannah?
I believe so. Yeah, I think we still have a Savannah view. I believe so. I think they're all.
Say hello to some of my giraffe
But
friends.
I think what you're thinking is it Sunset Savannah view? Because that's where we viewed last time.
Right.
Again, we still have some surprises in store.
Yeah, we do. We're not
revealing everything.
Yeah.
Of the trip, but we just wanted to kind of run down the details with you and explain, you know, our trip plans. And
now, are we telling everybody when this is happening, roughly?
We're leaving in a few days. This
is happening.
We'll be there soon.
This is right around the corner.
Yeah, so we're pulling our hair out with busyness.
Yeah.
We're trying to do the best we can.
While still going to Disneyland and DCA frequently, as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, because that's, you know, life goals. That's what we had to do.
Yeah.
Sorry about it. We made a promise to ourselves.
And when we get back, we're right back in the swing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, at the Disneyland Resort.
Yeah, we're booked
kind of our
for
home
a lot
resort.
of June. We'll definitely be back in time for Avengers Campus opening. We have our tickets booked for that.
Yeah.
We're good. We've got quite a few days booked at Disneyland when we get back to the West Coast.
Right.
But it's going to be so much fun. I'm just really excited. And
Katie's getting back on an airplane.
I know.
How are you feeling about that?
You know, surprisingly, I'm nervous, but I'm calm. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel both. I go into bouts of like, well, what if, you know, weather happens and we have to do a circle holding pattern? I get freaked out about that because I don't like when the plane turns. That feeling nauseates me to no end, and the fact that I can't escape it. It's like the mouse coaster all over again at the fair.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I feel a little bit of anxiety with unexpected things, but as far as the, you know, I know what takeoff feels like. I know what to expect now. So,
yeah.
You know, also our flight is probably going to be pretty early, I think. So, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm like, oh boy. You know, so there's a lot of unknowns as far as, you know, what could happen.
Fun.
Yeah, and that's what makes me nervous.
Because once you get past the unknowns, you're like, oh wow, cool.
I did it. Yeah, it's true. It is fun. So it's going to be a good trip though, you guys. I think a lot of new things. Yeah. A lot of repeat fun things. I think we have a good mix for you. Yeah. Lots of content.
Yeah, I feel like we're, you know, we're not super experts yet, but we're starting to get to know the place, which is really cool.
I mean, there's still things we haven't done. So Festival of the Lion King, we have a day booked at Animal Kingdom.
And that's all I've heard.
It's all I've dreamed of.
Yeah, anytime we say anything about Animal Kingdom, they're like, yeah, but have you seen Festival of the Lion King? We're like, no, we haven't. We didn't get to because it was that crazy time.
I used to watch it on Periscope probably once a week. I would find somebody who was Periscoping, live streaming that, because there was very few vlogs that I could find. Now I prefer to watch an edited vlog of it, but you know. Also, People Mover. People Mover is going to happen. Dude. We're going to move on the People Mover.
I wanted that. There was rumor that it was going to happen the last time we were there, and then it didn't, and so I had to kind of put that to rest. But it's actually real. It's happening. I'm beyond stoked about that.
Yeah, that's something
retro guy here, you know.
Really looking forward to is the People Mover and Festival of the Lion King. If we can make both of those happen, that'll be awesome.
Then we're good.
Yeah. So a lot of good things to look forward to. We hope you guys are just as excited as we are.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
And now we have to get ready because we're going to Disneyland.
Yes, we are. And
actually, DCA.
More specifically, yeah. Disneyland Resort, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But we're glad that we were able to share this with you guys. Look forward to amazing vlogs and all our experiences over there.
Yeah, so make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss a thing.
Yep.
Again, we revealed a lot, but we still have a couple of surprises.
We've saved a few things because we like to surprise you.
We do.
But yeah, subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notifications are activated. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And that helps us out quite a bit. And we will see you guys next time on Best Life and Beyond. Bye-bye, everybody.